What up, y'all? Welcome to Fight Talk here with me, Jimmy Dukes, sitting to my right, AJ, all day Hutchinson. What's up, brother? How are you?
Good, man. How about yourself?
Good, man. Appreciate you linking up, man, and kind of talking about what you've been up to the past couple months. I know that, for you guys don't know, AJ is a pro fighter now, 1-0. On a 6-fight win streak, if I'm not mistaken, from amateurs.
Six fight win streak.
Yeah.
Fight is a fight always.
Yeah, fight is a fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're here.
Sounds better than 1-0.
Right, exactly. We're here at EP Cocoon in El Paso, Texas. So shout out to them for letting us use the spot. But I appreciate your time, man. How you been?
Yeah, man. No, everything's been good, bro. I'm coming off a bilateral knee surgery, so I've been doing a ton of recovery and things like that. And so, but man, things have been great. And yeah, man, I fought obviously in December, which was about 4 or 5 months ago. And, obviously I'd like to be more active as far as like getting in the cage, but everything happens for a reason. And I do believe that I'm going to come back better, off of the surgery, and I'm coming back stronger. And so, yeah, I've just been kind of, digging at that. And so keeping myself busy with that. And, now I'm finally back to training, getting some jiu-jitsu, some grappling stuff in. And, eventually we'll start doing some more striking stuff, and then we'll be back in the cage.
Yeah, man. So talk about, like, you go to Fury, you get that win, and then just the mental of just going into knowing that you have to, get the surgery done and then come back. Talk about the mental, aspect of it, because a lot of people don't understand, like, if you're an athlete and you depend on your body, and I know we were kind of shooting the shit about it, like taking the steps to make sure you're okay to do the recovery. So how is it mentally on you knowing that, damn, I just whooped this guy's ass and now I have to wait to get back in there?
Yeah, again, man, I think everything is happening for me. So I think it's an attitude, and like you said, it's a mentality. And so, I think the mental part of it's just being an athlete in general, because adversity is going to come. It's like not when it's just when it's going to come. And so, for me, coming off my last win and, riding the high off that, and I had a ton of momentum going. And then, originally we thought it was just a small meniscus tear is what it showed on the MRI. And it ended up being a much larger or much more invasive surgery. And so when I woke up out of the surgery, they're like, yeah, bro, like it's going to be 4 to 6 months until you're back in the cage. And, initially, you're kind of in shock, and you're like, well, damn, okay. Yeah. And so, I remember I was in the hospital bed, and I like looked on the calendar, and I'm like 6 months from today is like, I think it was like July, like 20 something or whatever. And so, I'm like, well, that's the time I'll be back, and I'm going to come back stronger. And if he's saying I could be back in 6 months, then this is when I'm going to be back. And so, I went from dedicating my life to mixed martial arts to really dedicating my life to my knees, getting back healthy in my recovery process. And so, and now I'm getting back into the martial arts, which is obviously super exciting for me. But yeah, it's just, having to shift your mindset to, I want to get better at this, my striking, my grappling, all these things, to now, like, I need to get better at, I need to get just to get back to baseline.
Yeah.
And so, it's been a real test of my discipline, and my mental strength, my mental fortitude. And so I say, like, everything happens for a reason, and everything's happening for me. And, like, for me, it's just an opportunity to show everybody my strength and my resilience. And, it's just another challenge that I'm going to overcome. And I'm looking forward to get back in the cage and performing my best yet. So I didn't think it was going to be as invasive. Neither did the surgeon.
Yeah.
And then when I woke up, he's like, bro, like, we had to do a lot of work in there, and he felt that he did the right thing. And, now looking back at it, I felt that he did the right thing too. But like the first like week, bro, like I was like, literally I could not walk, because it's like, if you get surgery on one knee, you could get up and you're on crutches, you're fine, But because it was both, I didn't have like a stable leg. And so like the first week was really tough for me, bro, because like I was on the couch, So you go from, like you asked, like you go from winning a fight, 3 weeks ago and feeling, being in the best shape of your life, feeling great, to now you're on the couch, like sitting there, like, and I got I got two boys that are, one just turned 1 today and the other's 2. So I got two small boys, and they're running around. The house is crazy, and I can't even move, Like I can't even get up and walk down the street. And so, or get in the shower or wipe my own ass, you know. So you go from that to to that, and then yeah, it's really just been a test of my really my discipline, and also like my resilience and all these things, but also like my dedication to my craft and my love for mixed martial arts. And because it's easy when you're that low, it's easy to like freaking your mind to go in the gutter and you to start pointing fingers and to be upset. And so the first 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks were really tough. But once we passed that phase and I got back on my feet, started walking again, started being able to go train again, hit the heavy bags, sit down again, all these things, because you could always be doing something. It started to get better, and now I'm like 14 weeks post-op, and I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, man.
Grappling, I'm submitting people.
Yeah, and
it feels so good.
Yeah, and the recovery process too, man. And I wanted to give you a shout out on that because I follow you on social, and you documenting the whole recovery. Going from being on the wheelchair to you just doing the small things. It was cool to see that going through the process, like you were doing everything right, and now like you said, going back, they did what they were supposed to do, because now, like, you're good to go. You know what I mean? You're good to go. It's a minor inconvenience for those months. Obviously, like, I don't know how that would feel and everything, but, saying that, hey, I was low, but building off of everything that made sense, everything happened for the reason. And now that, you see you teaching, you're getting back doing all your things, and everybody's like happy to see you back in the gym, man. So with all that being said, is
not everybody. That's what I'm telling you.
Right? I'm submitting people. Oh, now I'm back.
Yeah. People like they were happy, and then they're like, oh shit, I gotta go with AJ, But no, it feels good, man. Like all my teammates are happy. Yeah, and then man, it's like document it. And I could have done a better job, but we talked about that off camera. But just like trying to show people, like, man, like, it's not always just highs.
Yes.
So for me, it wasn't even a low though, bro. It's actually a high in a lot of ways, because like you get to learn a lot about yourself. And also, like, for me, I think that I became a better martial artist because I could just use my eyes.
That's what I was going to tell you. Like, I could only imagine much more time you sat and like watch video or yourself or other people. Yeah. And you're just like gathering data and thinking of things. And
because when you're always using your body, like you're using your body, but when you're watching, you get a different perspective. It's almost like a coaching perspective where I'm like, I wonder why that does that. Oh, and like, so I had a lot of time to sit back and like be more analytical about like just MMA in general and jiu-jitsu and striking and all these things. So I feel like I'm coming out of this much better than when I went into this, and I had to really take a step back and go back to the fundamentals and ask myself a lot of these critical thinking questions and really just analyzing the game and what I could be doing to get better, when I do get back. And I'm also like super hungry now.
Yeah.
I'm really hungry.
I can't even imagine, man.
To go back and train.
Yeah, man, because that last performance, you went down there, and it was cool because I've seen you in past. We've had conversations here and there, but it was cool seeing you go down there, and you were ready, man. I was talking to Derek about you and things like that, and it was cool to see you go do that. Then I didn't know about the surgery and seeing you going through that. But with all that being said, man, you're feeling good. You're looking good. Future plans, you're trying to get back in there in the summer. You're going to go fight Fury or a a promotion, or what?
It'll be Fury, so I'm under a 4-fight contract.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, congratulations on that.
Fury's been awesome, bro. Like, Fury, through this whole process, Fury's been awesome. And, we're looking, I can't say anything yet, but we're looking to be back July 27th. And they haven't sent me a contract, but we have an opponent, we have a date. And so, man, I'm just, like, super grateful. And man, like I'm excited to continue to share my gift with the world. I do believe I'm gifted in just in the athletic space, but also specifically in mixed martial arts. And I just think that I think there will be a lot of people that could draw inspiration from watching my recovery process, seeing me in a wheelchair, on crutches, on the walker. Like, bro, I couldn't walk. Yeah. Like literally like 14 weeks ago, bro, like I couldn't even sit like this. Yeah. I couldn't even be sitting here and like literally. Bro. Yeah. So like to be here now, like I'm like that's super grateful. And that's another thing that you don't take know. Take for granted until like you don't have legs and you're like, dog, I would do anything just to like get up and be able to go on a walk. Yeah. Things like that. And so yeah, man, I'm just super excited to get back into the cage and get back into training and helping my teammates get better, you know, helping grow the sport at mixed martial arts in El Paso, which it's taking off. Like, as you know, like they got
man.
CFC, they got the one that
Kingdom. We got Empire. We got New Mexico. Yeah, man. I think right now is a perfect time for, like, I tell people I've been following combat sports for a while, and I'm a UFC guy, but now I'm like getting to know all the fighters in the region, in the area, and I get more excited for the local fights than I do for UFC fights, because I'm like, damn, there's a lot of great talent out here.
Yeah, and I, like for someone like myself, like I feel like I got in the game like earlier than like I'm still like, I still like, so now it's funny because I'm starting to see like other people pop up in martial arts, like, but like I remember being the new guy on the scene, you know, and then you got like Andrea, just won the Fury title, like Jeremy, her husband, like he just went out and won a huge fight in Fury as well, like Jacobo Martos, like like all the, like the level of martial arts is rising. I'm super happy to be one of the pioneers in that, and like a part of that process of like bringing like awareness to mixed martial arts here in El Paso and going out of town and winning
and representing,
representing, you know. So, you know, so like I'm all about that.
Hell yeah, man.
And that's so it's been awesome, man. It's really has been awesome.
It's very exciting time to be a MMA fan here in the Southwest, guys, man. But I appreciate your time, man. I look forward to getting out, seeing you get out there whenever you're able to announce the stuff and the date and the official opponent and all that. But it will be for Fury sometime in the summer, man. But again, I appreciate your time, man. Before we get out of here, you want to get off your chest? You want to shout out anybody?
No, yeah, I mean, just shout out, you know, everybody that's been supporting, you know, Elite Kickboxing, Zen Martial Arts, 10th Planet El Paso, Wildcats Wrestling, all of my training partners. Like without like having that strong foundation, like I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be winning fights for Fury. Like it really does take a village. All of my sponsors, Gringo Theory, Physical Athletics, who have done a really good job as far as my recovery process has gone. Major shout out to them. David, Sergio at Physical Athletics. Because again, like right now, they're pretty much like this, specifically David, my PT, is like my head coach. He's like the guy that's saying like go or don't go, or like, you know, like now it's time to push, now it's time to dial it back. And so just listening to them, if you're an injured athlete or if you're an athlete looking for strength and conditioning, I highly recommend Physical Athletics. Burnout Bullies, they've been a huge part of my the sponsorship process. They're awesome. And yeah, I mean, just everybody that's been, you know, it takes a village and that's been supporting and trying to bring up, again, like fighters like myself, Andrea, Jeremy, Jacobo, Victor, all, you know, everybody that's, you know, going out there, getting in the cage and putting it on the line. And yeah, I'm just super, super grateful and excited to get back in the cage, man, and enjoy another fight, man. So
hell yeah, man. But yeah, man, thank you again so much for your time. Make sure you guys go follow him on Instagram, on YouTube. He has all different type of content. This guy is also a content creator on top of him fighting and taking care of his family and doing all that stuff, man. But yeah, make sure you guys keep up with the channel, Jimmy Dukes Gaming. Don't let the gaming fool you. We got all different types of content, talking to different athletes, all the Southwest combat sports athletes, all the different promotions, man. But make sure you guys, yeah, man, a little bit of everything, man. But if you're watching this for the first time, because AJ, man, check me out, all different types of stuff. But man, thank you so much for your time, brother.
God bless, man.
Yeah, man,
you, man.
for
Thanks
sure.
for the platform.
Until next time, peace out, homies. Y'all take care.